Cardi B emotional reaction after Stefon Diggs' $50 million surprise. Let's begin. Grab your popcorn. This one is massive, emotional, and pure internet-breaking energy. Cardi B emotional reaction after Steph Diggs' $50 million surprise. The entire entertainment world was thrown into chaos when Stefon Diggs pulled off what fans are already calling the most expensive romantic gesture of 2025. But the real shock came after Cardi B saw it because her reaction, emotional, overwhelming, impossible to hide. Chapter 1. A mysterious invitation. For days, Cardi B had been unusually quiet. No rants, no lives, no shade. She told everyone she was focused. But behind closed doors, she had been overthinking her future with Stefon. There were rumors about disagreements, about distance, about trust issues. Then, without warning, at 2:47 a.m., Cardi received a simple text from Stefon. Wear something elegant, be ready by 7 p.m., don't ask questions. Her heart dropped. Was this a breakup talk, a proposal, a confrontation? She didn't know, but she dressed in a white silk gown, hands shaking as she got in the car sent to pick her up. White Medium Star, Chapter 2. The Journey to the Unknown. The driver said nothing, not a single word. Cardi noticed they were leaving New York entirely and heading toward a private terminal. Her pulse doubled. When she stepped out, a luxury jet stood waiting, wrapped in sparkling lights, decorated with roses, and displaying a massive banner for Belcalis. Cardi B froze. Stefon had rented an entire private jet just for her. A flight attendant handed her an envelope sealed in gold. Just trust me, Stefon. Inside the jet was no crew, just a path of candles, soft music, and a recording playing of Stefon saying, I know you've been hurting. I know you question me sometimes. Tonight, I want to show you how much you mean to me. Cardi covered her face and whispered, Oh my God, what is he doing? White Medium Star, Chapter 3, The $50 million Reveal. The jet landed in the Bahamas at a private island Cardi had never seen before. When she stepped out, Stefon Diggs was waiting for her, dressed sharply, holding a small velvet box. But that wasn't the real surprise. Behind him, hidden under black covers, were 5 massive structures. Stefon took her hand. I didn't come into your life to play with you, Cardi. I came to protect you, love you, and give you what nobody ever gave. He snapped his fingers. Staff removed the covers. Cardi gasped so hard she nearly fell. The surprise included Fire, a $12 million oceanfront mansion built in her favorite modern Caribbean style. Fire, a $6 million recording studio named Belcalis Soundhouse. Fire, a $3 million wardrobe villa with her iconic outfits displayed like a museum. Fire, a $19 million luxury yacht titled Forever Belcalis. Fire, a $10 million trust fund set in culture and waves names. Total value, White Medium Star, $50 million. All dedicated to her and her children. Cardi stood silent. Silent Cardi B, queen of loud energy, could not speak. Tears just streamed down her face uncontrollably. White Medium Star, Chapter 4. Cardi B completely breaks down. Stefon wiped her tears himself. You deserve stability. You deserve safety. You deserve someone who puts you first. Let the world talk. All I want is you, standing right here with me. Cardi's body shook as she cried into his chest. Why would you do all this for me? Why? Stefon held her cheeks, his voice cracked for the first time. Because you've been hurt your whole life, Cardi, and I want to be the first man who loves you without conditions. Cardi sobbed harder, her lashes soaked, her voice shaking. Steph, nobody's ever done something like this for me. Fans who later saw leaked footage couldn't believe it. Cardi looked vulnerable, trembling, emotional beyond control. White Medium Star, Chapter 5, Social Media Explodes. When the story leaked, every platform blew up. Twitter/X, Steph Diggs just dropped $50 million on Cardi B, Offset somewhere punching the air. This is billionaire behavior. TikTok. Millions of edits of Cardi crying on the island. People calling it the greatest romantic gesture of the decade. Instagram. Celebrities weighed in. Rihanna. This is wild. She deserves happiness. Lizzo. Steph raising the bar to the moon. Nicki Minaj. No comment, but she viewed every post. Offset liked a post, but then unliked it 2 minutes later, causing even more drama. White Medium Star, Chapter 6. Cardi's private confession. Later that night, alone with Stefon on the yacht, the real emotional moment happened. Cardi whispered, "I'm scared, Steph. I'm scared to trust again." Stefon held her hands gently. "Then let me earn it every day. Not with money, with consistency, patience, and love." She cried again, but softer, more relieved, like someone finally saw her soul. White Medium Star, Chapter 7, the decision that shocked everyone. Cardi made a bold decision. She stayed on the island with Stefon for 4 days, completely offline. When she came back, she posted one caption. "He loves me for real. No filters, no makeup. Just her red eyes from crying." The internet exploded again. Blogs declared, "Steph Diggs redefines modern love. Cardi B finally finds the one who sees her heart." Epilogue. A new chapter begins. Stefon didn't buy her love. He gave her security, trust, and a future. Things Cardi always struggled to believe she deserved. Her emotional reaction wasn't about the money. It was about finally feeling heavy checkmark protected, heavy checkmark chosen, heavy checkmark understood, heavy checkmark genuinely loved. And for Cardi B, that was worth more than the entire $50 million. Here is your very long, dramatic, internet-breaking YouTube-style story about White Medium Star Cardi B emotional reaction after Steph Diggs' $50 million surprise. Full story. In the early hours of a quiet Tuesday morning, before the blogs, before the shade pages, before fans even opened their eyes, a private chain of events unfolded between Cardi B and Stefon Diggs that would shake the entire entertainment world to its core. But nobody expected what happened next. A secret that began in silence. For weeks, Stefon Diggs had been moving differently. Calm, focused, reserved. Even his teammates sensed something was up. He was staying late after practice, taking mysterious phone calls, leaving the training facility in tinted SUVs instead of his usual flashy rides. Meanwhile, Cardi B, sharp, emotional, intuitive, felt it. "Something is off with him," she whispered to her sister Hennessy one night. "He acting weird, like he hiding something." Hennessy shrugged. "Maybe he planning something for you, sis." Cardi shook her head. "No, you don't understand. This energy is different." But she had no idea how right she was. The $50 million plan. Behind the scenes, Stefon Diggs had been quietly assembling one of the largest, most personal surprises ever created for someone in his life. Not a gift, not jewelry, not a car, not an island, but something far deeper. A $50 million life-altering investment meant to secure Cardi, her kids, her family, and her entire future forever. It was something that took lawyers, banks, property developers, and financial planners almost 2 months to structure. A move only someone who loved deeply or was ready to make the commitment of the lifetime would ever make. The invitation. When the moment came, Cardi had just finished filming a campaign shoot in LA. She was tired, makeup half-washed, hair wrapped in a silk bonnet, ready to shower and sleep. Then her assistant ran in breathless. "Cardi, Steph sent a jet. It's urgent. You gotta come now." Cardi frowned. "Urgent for what?" "He said you'll see when you get there." Cardi didn't like surprises, but something in her chest told her to go. Within 1 hour, she was on a private jet heading toward an undisclosed destination. Arriving at the mystery location. When the plane touched down, it was pitch black outside. No paparazzi, no noise, only security, quiet and firm. Cardi stepped out wearing a long black hoodie, hair still wrapped, confusion written across her face. "What is this?" she muttered. A luxury Sprinter pulled up. The driver simply said, "Manzer, he's waiting for you." They drove for 45 minutes through a silent coastline until they reached a massive iron gate. Cardi gasped because behind that gate was a brand new 40-acre private waterfront estate she had never seen before. The reveal. Stefon Diggs was standing in the middle of the driveway, dressed in all black. He wasn't smiling, he wasn't hyping anything, he looked nervous. Cardi stepped out slowly. "Steph, what is this? Why am I here?" He swallowed hard, walked toward her, took her hand and whispered, "Come inside." They walked through the grand entrance, but the moment they reached the center